I'm Jeff St. Laurent. This is sellingcoaching.com. I wanted to share with you briefly a little bit about why selling coaching. Why did I come up with this? Why am I doing this? Well, back 2012, September of 2012, I did a coaches community call for the school I graduated from, IPEC, the Institute for Professional Excellence in Coaching. It was a call for graduates of the school, people that are going through the school, basically anyone involved with the school, extra education. And did that call. I was very excited to do it, and the topic was basically on making that transition from a part-time coach to a full-time coach, because I know a lot of people wanted to do that. So I had a few hundred people on the call, and the amazing part was after the call, the response I received from it was it was crazy. I just could not believe the response in terms of positive feedback, but also questions and the need, like, help me. The people that hired me afterwards and what I was working with them on. And what it shed light for me was, it shed light on everything that I had done up to that point in my coaching business. It was like, wow, I didn't realize that everything that I had worked through, everything that I had figured out, some the hard way and some by investing a lot of time and energy and finances on mentor coaches and coaches in business, helping me understand not only my business model, where I was going, my vision of my business, seeing that through other coaches and what they were creating or have created, but also understanding the art of selling and that whole process. And what it did was it opened my eyes to, wow, all this work that I had done, this is very much needed for these people. Because way back when I started my coaching business, when I graduated from IPEC and I came out, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I loved coaching and I was passionate about it. But I was doing a bunch of other stuff in the industries that I was involved in. And I wanted to make that transition. I wanted to take that leap. But I had no clue how to do that. And I started working with these people, my mentors and my coaches, etc. And I made that leap. I made it blindly. I was ignorant in a lot of ways, in terms of like looking at my finances and realizing like I can't do this or I shouldn't do this, but you know what, I survived. And the reason I survived is because it's not because I knew what I was doing. I'll be honest about that. It's that I knew I needed help doing it. And it's the people that I worked with, as I've said many times, and the skill sets that I developed along the way. There's nothing better than when I get a testimonial from somebody saying, hey, thank you so much. I got a brand new client, or I just got paid today. Because that's what this is about. And we say, oh, it's just about getting paid. Well, that's a huge part of it. But it's about how do we take something that we love, something that we're passionate about with coaching, and actually get paid for it, create enough value in it to ask for that. And that's what the whole point of this was, is it wasn't just about being a great coach. I felt like I was a great coach and I was always getting better, but I wasn't getting paid for it, at least not to the capacity which I needed to or wanted to. And that's when I realized it wasn't about my coaching skills I needed to hone anymore. It was my sales skills. It was understanding that craft, the art of it, the psychology of it, the mindset of it. I went from it being very painful to it being fun and creative and exciting. There's nothing better when you get to that spot where you get to transition a potential lead into inviting them to a potential complimentary session or having a great complimentary session. Most people fear the end of that call. I was one of those people until I learned these skill sets that I want to teach you. And I was at the end of the call, and then I asked for the business. And you know what I found? I was actually getting business. I was actually getting paid. And it's so exciting. And that's what I'm here to work with you on, is not this cookie cutter, black and white, here's sales and here's what this is. And here's selling without selling, because selling is selling. How can you have selling without selling? That just doesn't make sense to me. You hear it all the time. And you also hear all these, black and white blueprint, cookie cutter, 7 steps to sales success. And I'm not knocking any of that stuff. Yet what I'm trying to get my message across to you is that's not how I learned this stuff. How I learned this stuff was in the trenches with my coaches and my mentors, and watching infomercials on TV at night, and being curious and genuinely interested at the art of selling and how people did it, and how it didn't make them feel pressure, but how it just worked. And that's what I want to teach you. I want to teach you that art, because it's a skill set. And so many people spend so much time in graduate school or just earning their degree in college and spending now, who knows what it is, hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of 4 years, maybe 8 years, depending on how long you go. And you're studying things where, maybe a small piece of it is very relevant or applicable to what you do. But I know for most people, as they go through college, and they wind up in a career that has nothing to do with what they went through in college. And the only experience they got was, meeting people and socializing, and maybe not even so much that anymore. And so now we're looking at this as how do we take this skill set and how do you spend some really good time on it? How do you really focus and hone your attention to this and study it and practice it every single day so you can start to see that progress? Because the results we get from that is we get paid. And so many people are afraid of asking for the money and topics around money. And that's what I want to allow you to become more comfortable with. Because this process is about you creating the lifestyle that you're going for, the lifestyle of your dreams. And you can't do that if you're broke. You can't do that if you're not getting paid for the value that you're bringing. Money's so important. And that's why we have to understand, it's like we have a gift. We want to share that gift for the world. But that gift comes with value. And if we see the value in and of ourselves, we're not going to be afraid to ask for that value in return in exchange for our services. And that's how we can get paid. So I'm excited for sellingcoaching.com. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for our collaboration together, however it may be. I'm excited for you to share this with all your friends, all your fellow coaching students, etc., that are going through this. It's so important that we band together and create a strong community as we take that leap, make that leap from a part-time hobby to a full-time career.